Hello and welcome to our third and final CLP leadership session this academic year. This session will take the form of a short briefing that will cover three main objectives. We will briefly review the past two sessions this year. Secondly, we will outline actions since the last sessions. And finally, share our plans and ambitions for the future based on the feedback that we've had from you this year. Of the things that we learned about our workforce this year, there were a number of important aspects to note. For example, we want all of our staff to have the opportunity to have a conversation about their career aspirations with someone, for example, but not limited to, through the PMR process. We have a number of staff who've had the opportunity to conduct activities such as leading staff meetings and supporting staff in another school, but we would like more of you to be able to do this. And we have a group of potential heads and deputies who we need to develop further. But we're mindful that not everyone wants to be a deputy or a head, so we have to provide other ways to develop our leaders. We found out that we have a workforce that is keen to learn about being the best and developing leadership skills, knowledge, and behaviors, and that coaching and mentoring must be a part of any program that we put in place. And in our last session, we discussed the concept of teacher leadership, which we know is a key practice that is evident across all of our schools. So what have we done with all of this information? Firstly, we formed a working party, a small group of leaders coming together to do some deeper thinking and planning. This involved looking into research about effective leadership development, what works and what doesn't work. We've reflected on how to put this research into practice. And we've considered what are the most important elements for our staff to be the best leaders. We've looked at models in other trusts, but we want to get this right for you. One piece of research that will feature heavily for us is around the type of knowledge you need to receive to grow as leaders. We've reflected that although your NPQs get you lots of this formal knowledge, it's the other three areas which may be gaps for us. So what does this mean in terms of next steps, and what do we need to consider? These are some of our considerations. They include seeing our leaders as learners, planning for your learning and supporting you on your learning journey, making sure that you can apply your learning to priority problems that you face every day in your schools, and not just giving you generic knowledge, but helping you to be able to specialize in different aspects of leadership that play to your individual strengths and talents. Our research, combined with your feedback, has equipped us with the next steps, which includes three specific pieces of work. One, creating a leadership framework similar to our ACE framework for teaching and learning, so that we have a clear understanding of what excellent leadership looks like. Secondly, creating different leadership pathways to meet the needs of all staff, going beyond the traditional routes to headship, as successful leadership can look different for different people. And thirdly, creating a personalized leadership plan for anyone who wants to develop in this area. We realize that creating a program that is effective, innovative, and transformational will take time, so our timeline reflects this. In the coming academic year, our plan is to work with staff to co-create the leadership framework. At the same time, we will use our trust-led sessions to continue to develop leaders across the trust, with a view to the framework being in place from September 2025. This is an exciting ambition that we know will make a difference to individuals and schools, but to the trust as a whole. We would like to say a special thank you to you from the School Improvement Team for your engagement in these sessions, your feedback, and your wonderful ideas, but most importantly for your hard work this year to make sure that our pupils get the very best every day. Your contribution hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you.